There we go. Okay, now we're proper. Screen setup looks good. I've been told I've got to blast the speakers on this one, so I'll be doing that as well. I'll try and chat a little bit more with chat. This reaction, some of the other ones I've kind of kept it, you know, you guys are here, but I'm not really interacting, but I'll try and do a little bit more interaction with you guys. Let's see here. And I'm curious to see, will I like this album? There's been a lot of different opinions on this one. I saw last week John Denton tweeted, essentially he hates this thing. He hates this album. What was it? Fantano gave it a 3, I guess. Pitchfork gave it a 7.8, although I don't trust them because they gave Lateralis a 1.9 or something, so they're dead to me. But we'll see. The main reason why I'm sitting down with this one, a lot of people have been talking about it, but I bought a ticket to the Playboy Cardi show that's going to be in Sacramento in February. So this guy's opening for, I'm like, well, I better get my toes in the water and give it a listen, right? I don't want to be completely lost come showtime. And I did not buy a ticket for the pit, no, but I'm like, I don't know, 6 or 7 rows back from the pit so I can observe. Basically, I'm going to the show to watch the people. The music will be like, oh, that's nice. They're playing music too. I just want to watch the people. And I've been told different things about this album. People have said, oh, it's loud, it's crazy. But then other people said, well, don't come into it with like a metal mindset because it's not necessarily metal either. So, yeah. What's that? Oh, that's your thing.
Yeah.
You're going to hear a little bit in the background.
I'll be done in just a minute.
Okay.
I'll be done in like 2 minutes.
Okay. We'll allow you to live in your own home and be in your kitchen and do things in your kitchen.
I just need to make some tea.
She needs tea before chaos. Tea before chaos. That's the rule. That's the rule. So yeah, I don't know anything about King Carson. I know he's part of Opium, Playboy Cardi, all that kind of shit. So, yeah. Let's see. My favorite bald guy. I kind of want to just jump in. Now, people have said don't use headphones. Do the speakers. So, I've got the speakers, but it's going to play through on your guys' side. It kind of brings down the audio quality a little bit, but maybe it doesn't matter, It's Rage, but not exactly the same as Whole Lot of Red. A little different take. Sprinkled in with some chiller tracks. Okay. Kind of repetitive, sure, but that's fine. It's a little repetitive, it's fine. That's okay. Quality is already ass. Like I said, there's been some mixed opinions. And what's neat, what has me excited is, it seems like people either love it or hate it. Like there's not a lot of middle. So we'll see which way I go. And then 2, I guess the lyrics, there's not a whole lot to do with lyrics. I've got them up, but I don't really expect a whole lot. We'll see what happens. Sometimes people say that, and then I go through the lyrics, and it's like, no, there's some stuff here. I guess that's it. Should we just kick off, y'all? I think we're ready, huh? The only people that hate it don't like Cardi either, and that makes sense. And I was cool with Whole Lot of Red. Not into Die Lit, but I liked Whole Lot of Red. I put on Whole Lot of Red the other day. I listened to a couple of tracks. I was like, oh, yeah, it had been a while. I was like, yeah, this is cool. And then that's when I started looking into the show. I was like, oh, shit, Sacramento, okay. Hopefully, I want him to drop a new album. But apparently that's a pipe dream, having that kind of hope. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's kick off. We're 5 minutes after 10. Heavy cope. A Great Chaos, Ken Carson. It's already got a bunch of streams. People are listening to this one for sure. 18 tracks, 47 minutes. First track is called Green Room, Filthy, Lucrative, and Lucian. Okay, here we go. No headphones. Let me know if it sounds like shit, but I don't think there's a whole lot to do about it. Okay, here we go. Drop it in. Track 1, Green Room. First time listening to A Great Chaos. I hope I like it because I'm going to be seeing it live somewhat soon. There's that classic sound right there. Oh, trippy. He's already like going fast.
And this shit don't make no sense.
Apparently it's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, now I got diamonds, now I got these jewels. Now these hoes coming in too. Now my pockets filled with cash. Bitch, I rock around with them blues.
Huh. Lots of bass. Lots of bass. Lots of bass.
Yeah, you know how I right. Cut off stacks. Keep kush in my pack. They treat my stretch hair like a throw the way these niggas snack. Bitch, I'm in that mode like Naruto.
I can already hear why people would hate it, because I can't understand a word he's saying.
And I'm tired of being tired shit. And I get depressed when I know there's nobody feel how I feel.
It's definitely chiller than I expected, although people said the first one's kind of chill. My desk is shaking. I'm gonna let it play to the end and then I'll talk about it a bit. Huh. You know, there's kind of this. There's the first time hearing it, right? First track, first everything. I can already hear why people would hate it, right? Like vocally, you can't hear. It's hard to make it out, right? It just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. I didn't really pay any attention to the lyrics. I'm really trying to settle into sound first. So hopefully I'm not missing anything like cool, but whatever. But there is this neat little like rhythm in his voice. It's not super prominent, at least not on that one. We'll see how it goes. These next couple tracks, apparently it gets a little bit louder here. But there is a style in there. There is a rhythm, a flow. Not necessarily, I don't want to say flow because that means something specific, but just almost like a cadence, which I guess technically is flow, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. I was just kind of picturing like a something just kind of, you know, undulating back and forth the way he was doing it. Let's see, this song could get cut from the album, honestly. Yeah, I'm noticing tracks 2 and 3 have more listens, so maybe people skip the first. But, you know, okay. I didn't hate it. I wasn't bored. I wasn't paying any attention to the lyrics. I'm really trying to just focus on the sound aspect of it. Let's move in to track 2. It's called Jennifer's Body. Produced by KP Beats and Lucian, who was also there. This picks up, so let's see where this goes. You know, it's called a great chaos. We better get some chaos. You know, when I was talking about it on Discord last night, I think it was last night. I got pretty drunk last night. I was saying, I want metal. I want it to be loud. I want it to go crazy. And people were like, whoa, just, you know, pump the brakes a little bit. It's not going to necessarily be that, but we'll see. Here we go. Let's check out Jennifer's Body, track 2, as I cough and choke over whatever the hell was in my mouth. Oh, here we go. So this is, it's supposed to do that. Oh, this is cool. Cool. I thought Spotify was fucking up. Yeah, the audio's bleeding into the mic. Yeah. Here, I'm taking your fines, yeah, bitch, I need it. Yeah, you the whole book on how to get rich and you ain't even read it. I ain't talking like rank, it's saying on the side, girl, I don't do no stuff. I like the electronic, like, I ain't got shit, the bitch, my pockets had leaked in dust. Nah, I put that shit on every day, bitch, it's so much. He ain't putting shit on, he said wanna dress like us. That's why I'm fucking on his hoe, I'm making her cuss. I'm all in. Very electronic. Lots of just whatever the filter is on his voice and stuff. The beat, this electronic going on. Two things I ain't ever seen. A person beat a gun and a bitch I need. Oh, God. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Okay. All right. You know, that was... I'm wanting more, but I don't know more of what. I don't know. I like it, but I also feel like there's something missing. Maybe I just needed to settle in the sound a little bit more too. You know, I really enjoyed Barter 6 yesterday. That was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is very different from that, even though it's kind of in the same genre-ish, you know. But the production on Barter 6 is a lot more spacious and kind of, you know, light, which is kind of neat. Yeah, gotta settle into the sound. Yeah, gotta settle into the sound. I don't want to... It's always tricky listening to somebody for the first time and not knowing their style and what they do. I do like Ken Carson's... I guess I'll call it his flow. I mean, that's really what it is. But he's kind of got this neat little quick rhythmic flow that he uses. And so I am enjoying that. I do kind of like overall the fact that there's all this kind of electronic layer persistent throughout the whole sound of the track. Let's go to track 3, which is called Fighting My Demons. Got to give it some time. Just a little bit of time. Produced by Warren, Hunter, Bart, Howe. Bunch of producers on this one. Elvis, Starboy, Out of Town. I don't recognize any of them. All right, let's do track 3. Fighting My Demons.
Where the fuck my blunt? Where the fuck my cup? Where the fuck my wreath?
Nice. Nice. That's the shit I like right there. Yeah.
You know I'm a cheaper. You know I'm a cheaper. I'm flying Jamaica easy. Big can, no need 4-5 long heater. Can't be too seated. This bitch said she was hungry. This dick what I feed her. I'm on the block, turning her trades. Yeah, 3 5s a reason. Yeah, you know I'm a keeper. I be cheap. All these hoes some eaters.
All these hoes some eaters.
We gon' pull up creep. We got 4, 6, we 4 deep in the photo Jeep. You or me. Let's play bitch. You go down first. You or me.
Let's play Russian roulette. Holy shit. Who's gonna die first? You or me? Huh. Interesting kind of pause here. Cool. I like this turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been fighting my demons. I've been fighting my. I've been fighting my demons. I've been fighting my. I've been fighting my demons. I've been fighting my. I've been fighting my demons. I've been fighting my. I've been fighting my demons.
Yeah.
I've been fighting my.
I wish he was screaming right here. I hope in the show he's screaming. That was cool. I like Fighting My Demons. That one gets a heart. The other two I'm hesitant on. I'll put hearts in. We'll see on additional listens. But so here's something, you know, the last track I was saying, I feel like something is missing. I hope on the live show he's fucking screaming when he goes, I've been fighting my demons. You know, just go full metal. Full fucking metal. All the bass. Everyone's fucking jumping and just screaming. I've been fighting my demons. That would be amazing. So there you go. There you go. I think he will be yelling good. Because I feel like with that much bass, that much hit, that kind of neat little pause before it just fucking spills over. And then too, you know, you got some lyrics here. Let's play Rush Roulette. Who's gonna die first? You know, talking about Pop and X. I wasn't really paying any attention to the lyrics. There was a good little comment about how, you know, these guys can say whatever they want because nobody understands what's being said. Yeah, I don't really see a whole lot to really tear into lyrically My boy Trigger Finger itching. Leave your brains on the seat. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like Team Wayne. Made him do the running man. Sent some running shots at his feet. Okay, sure. I kind of wish there was something to tear into with fighting my demons. Like which, you know, just a little bit of like insight. Like what? What are you fighting? Because talking about Russian roulette and fighting my demons and just going off with the bass like that, it would be cool. They all scream pretty much good. All right, that was cool. Fighting my demons. That one gets a heart. Track 4. It's called Singapore. Ken Carson featuring Destroy Lonely, who is another artist people have told me I got to check out. I guess he's also part of Opium, or he's signed to Opium. Produced by Lil 88, Nick Spiders. LBW Tim 88. Yes, okay. Yeah. So I don't know, does Destroy Lonely also on the tour? Is he part of the Playboi Carti tour? Because maybe I got to get a little familiar with that. Yes, okay. I think this is maybe my first time hearing this one. I don't know. Anyway, all right, here we go. Track 4, Singapore. One thing too, pausing between tracks, listening to it top to bottom without interruption is going to be different.
Rockin' Magic City with 100 through the whole thing. I got rich before I turned 23 like LeBron James. Caught the bit the move saying, yo, just to switch lane. Caught the new FJ, yo, just to lose brain. Caught the new jewels, this is Stephen Curry, tennis chain. 30
That's cool.
Every night, yo,
I want more. I want something more, but I don't know what.
Singapore. I'm the type of nigga potion bitch and you can't ignore. Now when everybody see that bitch, they like, oh, there go Ken, Carson, Hart. Yeah, I get fly like a raven, but a nigga not in Baltimore. When you talk to me, you talking to money because I'm a walking ATM. Sold out tour, then they should've put the stadium. She like, ain't you Ken, Carson, ain't you X, yeah, that's I got itchy for that paper, money cutting me. My trigger finger itching for a halo, and I'm finna squeeze. Rockin' Magic City with 100 through the whole thing. I got rich before I turned 23 like LeBron James. Caught the bit move saying, yo, just to switch lane. Caught the new FJ, yo, just to lose brain. Caught the new jewels, this is Stephen Curry, tennis chain. 30-pointer every night, yo, me a bitch dropping 30-pointers. Taking flights, yo, with your bitch, we in Singapore.
Okay. Don't love it. I don't hate it. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. Kind of lukewarm on this one. It's fine. So I paused. That right there, that transition, I just crushed it. I just crushed that transition, right? But I'm kind of looking forward to Lose It. People are talking about Lose It. I am looking forward to the show. Either way. However this plays out in terms of my enjoying this album, because I remember when I went to fucking Kendrick last year in Sacramento, people were hyped during the Kendrick show. And that was just Kendrick, right? But I mean, that ain't Kendrick's thing, right? Like, for me anyway, like, I don't see him as like a hype, get crazy, drop the beat, all that kind of shit. But people were going nuts there. So like this, even if I'm kind of, whatever, the show's going to be fantastic. And really, like I was saying at the beginning, the reason why I'm going is to basically crowd watch. Okay. All right. People are talking about Lose It, although I haven't really been paying too much attention. I think I fucked up the very beginning. I'll back it up there. Killed the transition between tracks. I do think I'll enjoy this more without interruption, just putting it on and letting it go, because that's where a whole lot of Red really succeeds, man. You never get a moment to stop. It just pulls you, and it's great. And that's how you got to do it. So this one's doing the same thing, and I lose that effect when I talk between tracks like this. So track 5, Lose It, produced by Legion, Gabe. Here we go. That's gonna sound great. Blasting through 100,000 speakers. God. Look, you just see windows blowing out of cars as people drive down the road with this shit blasting. I'm not even gonna look at the lyrics. I like this. I do like this. it's so fucking, it's so like blasted out. It's amazing.
I've been going through it. Me and all my hoes been getting into it. Been my new route, yeah. On my toady and I love it. Even though I've been swaggin', I've been still going through it. You know I'm with shits. I put binaries on all my new sticks.
Huh. I liked it to begin with, but I do agree with some of the people. It gets a little repetitive. There's something missing. I want some fucking drums, really. I think that's kind of what it is. And this is where, this is where the metal side of me kind of pops up and says, why are you only using half the instruments that you're supposed to use? Back it up 15 seconds next time. I mean, Lose It was cool, but I just want fucking hammering. Like, if we're going to do that much bass, let's get some hammering in there too, Well, there you go. It is what it is. You got to listen to it when you're drunk as fuck, high as fuck, ready to punch someone. Yeah, I'm not usually in that kind of space. That's not typically me. And I think really that's what I'm kind of noticing. We've gone through 5 tracks now. I like the sound. I'm kind of cool with Ken Carson, honestly. His voice, like, he's got a neat little kind of rhythm that's going through. But if we're gonna go this loud and this distorted and this heavy, just bring in some fucking bass. Because every now and then you can kind of like hear what, I don't know what you call it, like the claps or whatever, and they're so like light and pointless compared to the bass. And the bass, it's like, I don't know, like the bass, the best friend of the bass is the drums. Where's my best friend? I need my best friend. Anyway, all right, let's move on to track 6, which is called Hardcore, produced by Starboy, AM producer, Bristow. Well, a lot of people I don't know. Okay, here we go. We're going to try something. Somebody had this idea. I like this idea. What we're going to do, we're going to go to the very end of Lose It, and we'll transition into Hardcore. We'll try that and see how it goes. Because I'm kind of killing that track-to-track crossover. Yeah, that's important. That aspect is really important. That was much better, having that drop over like that. This will be fucking great live. I like this one. I'm gonna Swiss cheese your car. People are gonna go fucking bonkers to this one. And again, I hope he's just screaming during the live show. Screaming. Keeps asking where's Playboy Cardi. I like that. That was closer. Right there. We're gonna back it up. We were close. That's what I want. That's what I want. And that's what I feel like that's what this is missing. That sound of just fucking hammering drums. Let's go back just a little bit. We'll hear that fucking bass hammer through there and how nice it is. Right there. That shit. Right there. Huh. I was cool. I'm cool with hardcore. That one gets a heart. I like that one. I'm cool with hardcore. But you guys can hear what I'm talking about with that. When that bass was that's what I want. I want that fucking machine gun fire sound. That kind of stuff. I love it. I think it adds so much to it. Because I love the bass. I love how the bass is just like, it's almost like dragon's breath. Just just filling everything, right? Just fucking bass everywhere, which is great. But then I'm like, well, now we need, I don't know, fucking skeleton warriors coming in with their hammers and just, I don't know how to continue that analogy. But it just feels like it's the first wave, and I need more onslaught after that. Anyway, okay. Let's stop bitching about that. You guys understand. You guys understand. Next track's called Me and My Cup. What's that, huh?
Do they though?
Do they? Yeah, right. Produced by Legion, Warren, Out of Town, Lil 88, Starboy. I'm starting to see some similar names. So similar producers across these tracks. All right. Here we go. Track 7, Me in My Cup. Oh, yeah. That's a cool sound. I like that. Yeah, this is cool. That flow. Right there. Let's go hit a lick. Let's go do a drill. I heard he got a meal in his crib and stay up the hill. There we got the bass hitting. Yeah, it sounds good here too. So something why I'm enjoying this one more, I'm liking, God, it's that like electronic dun, 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 kind of in the background, super fucking distorted, right? It's almost like cracking apart how distorted it is. But what I'm also liking too is there's some variation in the bass hits. You know, the bass is going up a little bit higher, it's going a little bit lower, it's hitting a couple more times. I like this one. And I think, you know, my complaints earlier about I want more, this is the space I kind of like because there is a little bit more variation, a little just more that's going on. And I think also too, I think this is the longest song on the album. Yeah, this one comes in at 4 minutes almost. This is the longest one. So that's kind of convenient for me, right? The longest one is what I like the most so far. If I tell that little bitch that dance, she gon' tango. If I tell her to paint me a picture, she gon' vango. She insane with that dope. Yeah, I like when the bass is up a little bit and then it comes down a note. I pass her to the gang, just like James, nigga. I be killing that pussy, feel like John Wayne, nigga. He was talking at her and now he heard what's up, bang, nigga. You fuck who you fuck with, long as you fuck with my gang, nigga. You fuck who you fuck with, long as you fuck with my gang, nigga. And I do like the and it even like plays out a little bit too. You know, they just kind of let the beat go here, which is cool. There's that little sound right there. I like, this is my favorite one so far. Me and My Cup, favorite track so far, off of The Great Chaos. And they even play it out. Neat, man, neat. Let's just dump right into Over. That was a good swing from that track into this one. Yeah. This one's got some good energy too. It was almost like clean through that section. Almost. Huh. I kind of like that one too. I'm putting a heart next to It's Over. Starting to settle in. It's taken a little longer than I wanted it to. I'm starting to I'm starting to settle in. Starting to get a little comfortable. You know, at first it was just everything, right? And then kind of feeling like, the songs are a little empty, but enjoying Ken Carson. I like what he's doing. I'm getting used to him, his voice, his style. I'm getting used to just the sound of the effects that they're putting on his voice. Getting used to the distortion. I mean, people were right in saying this is a whole lot of Red, but just a little bit more. It's kind of a whole lot of Red without the lighter chill tracks. You know, because a whole lot of Red's got some mellow songs. Like, I love Bino. And I like the light, you know, kind of production on that one. Almost like computer beats type of thing. That's not a proper description. What am I thinking? Almost like a video game MIDI style sound. You know, like I like Bino a lot. So I'm settling in, and I'm kind of reading here. There's a recorded live stream from the release party. Oh, that would be cool. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Huh. And you know another thing too, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to back this up a little bit, because I think it's really important to capture the track-to-track jumps where there's no break. One song ends and the next one starts. Because when I did that earlier, that made a huge difference on my ability to enjoy the songs, because you just need that. You just got to keep cracking them off. That's the whole thing, right? It's that vibe. It's that energy. Keep it up. You don't stop. So track 9 is called Succubus. We'll roll out of the back end of It's Over. Got a couple seconds left on it, and then we'll just drop right in. It's produced by Filthy, so I'll look forward to hearing that tag. That matters so much. Letting it go from track to track. It really does matter. For an album like this anyway. Fuck, there's so much bass. This is great. I even turned my shit down and it's still blasted out. If it's a heaven, this bitch gonna hell. Interesting. It's like a slower tempo. I can't control myself, I'm doing the opposite of what my mind saying. I can't find an exit home on the highway. But I just found a bitch that'll let me hop along my way. Huh. This is darker. The style of the production, the pace that we're going at, this is darker. Huh. Huh. Interesting song. Interesting song. Much darker. And the lyrics are pretty fucking dark too. My emo bitch likes to slit her wrist. She's so dark. She was moving too fast. Had to put that bitch in park. Don't start with me, but I already started. How you let your ex drive you crazy when he ain't got no car? I mean, okay, whatever, right? If there's a heaven, this bitch going to hell. She's a succubus. She sucked me, yeah. I'm off the shits right now. These drugs got me talking sideways. I can't control myself. I'm doing the opposite of what my mind say. I can't find the exit. I just found a bitch that'll let me help her my way. Oh my God. So this is cheesy. I'm not Tom, but I need MySpace. MySpace stupid. Don't be afraid. If you want to leave, don't let me get in your way. If you want to try something new, that's okay. Make your own decisions. I'm not fazed. And I can fully understand why if you can't deal with it. Just like Lil Uzi, My Love Is Rage. That's the one I got to do too, right? Love Is Rage 2. That's a big one. You know, this song kind of sticks out because what was the other one we were talking about? Was it Hardcore, I think? Let's play Russian Roulette and see who dies first. Because that one was kind of... Oh, no, Fighting My Demons. That was Demons. Fighting My Demons. That one. Yeah, Fighting My Demons. I like Succubus. I know what a succubus, and I know what a succubus is, and so that concept, you know, applying to this track makes sense as well, right? Like somebody, yeah, like this basically evil demon coming to feed off of your life force, essentially. Huh. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, y'all. I'm gonna take a risk and say the relationship isn't going that well. It might be a little rocky. I'm just gonna. Maybe a hot take. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little out of my lane, you know? And I mean, too, like, he's telling her, look, if you want to leave, just leave. She's all, I don't know about the whole slitting her wrist things, you know? She's moving too fast, had to put it in park. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's not slow it down too much, right? Let's keep rolling. Track 10's Paranoid, featuring Destroy Lonely. Filthy's on there, Lucrative, Lucian. Succubus just kind of stops, so I'm not going to worry about catching the end. We'll just drop in. Track 10, Paranoid. Oh, and this one's like light. So we go from dark to light a little bit, but it's called Paranoid. All my hoes plastic.
All my hoes class. All my hoes fuck me like they like from the line. She fucking with the gang, yeah. She know every game, son. If I call her, she gon' pull up, y'all. Every time. Little nigga be quiet, G, making no noise in my weed.
This is like totally different.
Tryna fuck on me, cause she know I've been away. I've been having gas, I've been getting money, yeah, way. I'm in a track hop, I do supercharged toys.
I like this part a lot, right here. It's cool. Let it open up a little bit. Got your hoe on her knees because she knows she just met the Lord. Oh my God, man. I'll take your life before you take mine. This one kind of fades out. Huh. Trippy, man. To go from Succubus to that. That was almost like, in comparison, that was almost light and playful. Almost. You know? And it's kind of cleaned out. It's not as distorted. So it's almost like this little quick breath. Now, the question, do we go back into the heavy shit after this or not? And don't say anything, chat. I'm just saying that to share with you where my mind is. Like, okay, now we've kind of gotten this weird little patch of sunlight, right? After this really kind of dark song. Dark and heavy compared to all this other shit that's already been pretty loud and blown out and stuff. Now there we go. So the next one's called Pots. Track 11 is Pots. Cliff Shane, Lucian's on here. Okay, here we go. Let's check out track 11. And I know I'm not doing much lyrical talk because there's not a whole lot to pick apart really with the lyrics, and so I'm just really going with the vibe angle on this one, which is what I'm supposed to do, I suppose. But all right, track 11. Huh. Okay. Still kind of bit of a chilled out sound here. I've been counting money all day and my hands hurt. Huh, this one's got a lighter feel. This is kind of a neat shift from the first couple tracks. There's a little bit more playfulness in these songs. Like that shit right there. You know, just kind of fucking around, having fun. I shouldn't have paused it. Well, I'll back it up. Well, oh, damn it. And I already went to the other song, so I gotta go. Hold on. I'm fucking this all up. That was cool. I kind of like that one. I kind of like Pots. I'm gonna give Pots a heart. It's fun. Playful. And, you know, not that everything has to be playful, but it's a tough thing to manage where if your sound is lots of bass and lots of distortion and all this, you're kind of blowing everything out. It's hard to kind of retain the playful element of it, I feel like. You know, the heavier you go, the harder it is to play, I feel like, because people like me, they want you to scream and slam and but you can still do it, you know, and that's really where variety comes in and just constantly. That's why I love essentially progressive rock, progressive metal, where the structure of the song is always evolving and changing and growing and going this way and going that way. Because if you just sit in the same spot for too long, okay, I get it. That's like shit. What was the song? I liked the beginning of it, and then I was like, oh, maybe it was Lose It, I think, you know? Where I was like, oh, okay, cool, I like this hit, I like this beat, but then it never changed throughout the duration of the song, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, there you go. Anyway, all right, we're going to roll into Like This. It's featuring Lil Uzi Vert, Destroy Lonely, produced by Semsi, which I think is the first time I'm seeing that name on this album, I believe. And I'm going to let it play like the last 10 seconds or so of Pots so that we can get that switch from song to song. Because it's important. Certified platinum in the gym. I believe that. Yeah, this would be a great gym album. You just put it on, go knock it out, feel good. Oh, I like that. Why my jeans fit like this? What the fuck? Not a whole lot of lyrical analysis to do. Good sound though. So it feels a little bit more like trance type inducing. All the sounds are kind of doing a good job of blurring together. You kind of start to swim in it a bit. This one's really easy to settle into. It's not as distorted either. It's kind of the cleaner track off my album. Oh, cool. Strip the bass out. Comes back in, nice. Oh my god. For so long, the Uzi Vert, while you still rap like this. Why my G feel like this? Why my G feel like this? Huh. Lyrically nonsensical, but it's kind of funny. I'm not going to say that's my favorite. I think Me and My Kup is still my favorite. But that one felt the most comfortable to me. I think maybe now that I've been in this album for a little while, I really am starting to settle into kind of the feel, the vibe, etc. Earlier, somebody said, what was it? Rusty said, you know, this album is certified platinum in the gym. Absolutely. And so I was kind of picturing myself while listening to this one, you know, headphones on, kind of head down, not fucking talking to anybody, stacking weights up, pushing the set out, taking the weights off, you know, and just in the sound. And this one really felt comfortable kind of with that idea in mind. That was a good, clean track compared to the others. Oh, shit. Yeah, this will go up on YouTube tomorrow. Patreon this afternoon and YouTube tomorrow, the edited version. Huh. Like this. You know, it's funny. there's all these lyrics, you know, all these lines where he's just talking about why does my shirt fit like this, my jeans fit like, just nonsense. And there's a part of me that wants to just go, why aren't you saying anything? You know, like why are you wasting all this time in this space with these lyrics where you're just not even saying anything? But the whole point is he's not supposed to say anything. You know, it's the voice as an instrument. And it was neat to have those two things kind of collide with each other in my own mind and be totally comfortable with the sound of the song. Because that means they pulled it off, really, you know. If I was just sitting there going, oh, God, he's going to say this over and over and over again, like I can clearly hear this. I can clearly understand. All he's saying is, why does my shirt fit like this? It breaks the trance, right? And so the fact that it did not break the trance, instead I got sucked into it, job well done. You know what? That earns a heart. Yeah. We're doing okay on hearts, honestly. It started out a little dry. We went on a 4-heart run from hardcore, Me and My Kup, It's Over, Succubus. It didn't give a heart to Paranoid. Pots and Like This have a heart. So we're doing not too bad. Not too bad. I wonder, who doesn't wonder why it clothes fit like this? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next one is called Overtime, track 13. Produced by Lil 88 and E Preem. I think E Preem, this is the first showing on this album for that person as well. Track 13, Overtime. We've lightened up. Back half is lighter than front half. I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that. And so far, I'm cool with the order of the songs too. Heavy shit in the front, lighten it up in the back.
You ain't out them perks, you ain't out them saying, you ain't out them money. You ain't never been down bad, that's a lie. You ain't never had no swag, that's why you still in mine. You ain't never put a bad bitch in design. You ain't never take a bitch on the shop spree just because she fine. You ain't never make no big bitch, yeah, I know you lying. I'm on the way to a beat, this gon' happen overtime. Yeah, it's gon' happen overtime. Yeah, I know you lying. I'm on the way to a beat, this gon' happen overtime. Yeah, it's gon' happen overtime.
Kind of like the idea of this track. I mean, super quick, super short ride, not even 2 minutes, but just the idea of overtime. I'm gonna make it overtime. I'm gonna do this overtime. That's cool. Don't love it. Don't hate it. It's cool. Just a quick little ride through there. Overtime. Yeah, short and snappy, easy to loop. Just kind of chills out at the end. You know, I am noticing, although, I mean, the album's brand new, so it's not like it's going to get a bunch of listens right away. Although it does have a lot. Millions, over millions. But I'm kind of noticing the back half, a little less listens than the front half. So I wonder if people put on up until like Succubus or Paranoid or whatever, and they go, okay, I'm good. I don't know. Yeah, kind of cool though. That was a cool track. All right. All right. Track 14, Vampire Hour. Starboy, Bristow, Out of Town. So all these guys have been produced on this before. Let's check out track 14, Vampire Hour. Yeah, we've lightened up on the back end. This is cool. Still wouldn't be the same. Oh wow, this part's neat. Yeah, and then that rumbling bass comes back in. This flow right here, I like him on this flow. It's just kind of that little rhythmic style, kind of quick and short. This is cool. I'm kind of liking the back half, honestly. I mean, the front half was fun, nice and heavy and loud, but the lightness of the back half is kind of cool. So we got 4 more tracks: Nightcore, Nightcore 2, Rockstar Lifestyle, and I Need You. I'm gonna hold up. Let me set up Vampire Hour. Let me get to the very back end of it. I should be pausing it, and then we'll drop out of the back end. We'll see how it dumps into Nightcore. Yeah, this is kind of cool. It's, you know, it's funny because so often with hip hop, it's like, oh, you know, this other album's better and this is better and that's better. And it's like, I always dislike those arguments because if you take that road, you just distill everything down to the same 4 albums. And it's like, okay, these are the best ones and now everything else sucks compared to it. And so it's like, okay, we're not allowed to listen to anything else. And, you know, and so with this album, it's not the best thing I've ever heard, but I enjoy it. I'm settling into the sound. It's cool. It's fine. I don't really have any problems with it, you know? I don't really know where I was going with that either, you know? I think really it's just, I'm thinking about the opinions that people have about this album, and it feels like there's one group that's just saying, no, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. Other people are saying, no, it's total shit. But it's not. It's not either. It's not the best. It's not shit. It's solid. It's enjoyable. I can listen to it. It's done a good job of letting me settle into the sound. It's not doing anything crazy or ridiculous, you know. So I just say all this thinking about people giving it a 3, 7.8, you know, 0, whatever it is. And so far, I don't know what I would call it. I don't like doing number ratings because I think number ratings are dumb for music too. It's a good album, nothing mind-blowing. Exactly. It's a good album, nothing mind-blowing. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like hip-hop is too critical of those albums. The albums that are good, nothing mind-blowing. Because people say, oh, it's mid. And mid is like the worst thing you can ever call something, right? And there's nothing, I feel like mid, to me, real mid is boring. Like, I'm not interested in it. It doesn't hook me. It doesn't grab me. To me, that's like mid. That's like, there's nothing of interest. Something that's like decent, you know, above average, easy to listen to. Well, not easy to listen to, but like, there's a lot of times I'll go back and listen to albums that are not my favorite album, and I'll put them on, and they're fine, and they're good, and it's cool to hear some songs I haven't heard in a while, and I go, yeah, this is cool. And no, it's not an album I would ever call album of the year or the best from that band or group or artist or whatever. But sometimes it's nice to just go back and listen to some shit you haven't listened to in a while, and you go, oh yeah, this song was cool. Oh yeah, this song is cool. And I feel like this album exists in that space of, yeah, it's cool. And you'll put it on every now and then. You know, who knows if 10 years from now people can be listening to it. But you throw it on and you go, oh yeah, it's fucking cool. All right, that's a lot of talking. Let's shut up. Let's just shut up already. Track 15 is Nightcore. Lucrative, Lucian. We're going to play the last couple seconds of Vampire Hour and see how it drops into this one. Talking makes the world go round. Oh, neat.
Tattoos on my neck and on my arms. I can tell by the way she look. Her, she wants song. She asked me what's my name.
I like this little like beat.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I like the pump foes in my family. Ain't got no time for no bitch, but I fuck on the hoe and I get back to that money after. Ain't got no time for no bitch, but I just want your throat and you don't pull a good.
And this is cool. This is cool. I like this. Oh, he's tearing through it too. I like how the song started out quick, and now it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Relax, cause when it's your turn, ain't no going back. I think it's my turn to hit your home front of that. She said she love me, I told her bitch I ain't on it.
This shit's silly too, man. I like this little rapid fire light beat going on. This is cool, man. He goes fast.
camp. I'm looking outside your crib if you don't come outside and I'm out like that bitch up like
Trippy, man.
I'm in New York and I know that these niggas ain't shooting shit like Julius Randle. If you want sweat, then I'm getting it handle. Try to keep grabbing my dick like a handle.
Huh. I'm kind of liking the back half more than the front half. I think a big part of it is the fact that we're further from metal on this side of the album, and so that part of my brain isn't flaring up saying, where's the fucking drums? We need more bass hits. Like, you know, like that part of the brain has gone away. It's like, oh, okay, we're not listening to metal right now. Okay. And so, you know, and one thing I like about Whole Lotta Red too is that one really weaves in and out of like heavy songs, light songs, fun, playful, fucking blown out, distorted. It just kind of goes all over the place. But I kind of, fuck, man. I don't want to say I like this more than Whole Lotta Red. I need to go listen to Whole Lotta Red, and I need to listen to this, and then I'll listen to this, and then Whole Lotta Red. But it's kind of neat how, like, I feel like on the surface, if you listen to these two albums and you're not really trying to give it a fair shake, you go, oh, they're exactly the same thing. It's just the same artist from the same label, just making the same exact music. It all sounds the same, right? And there's a little bit of truth to that. But I feel like the more I sit down with this album, I can hear the divergence between Whole Lotta Red and A Great Chaos. And yeah, they're kind of one and the same, but they're not the same album at all. Whole Lotta Red walked so this could run. You know, I don't know if I agree with that. The thing that's holding me back is Whole Lotta Red is longer, 24 tracks or something like that. And I know they're all pretty quick. I feel like Whole Lotta Red is still pretty ambitious for what it is. It's got some good features, you know, it's a cool album. It's a very good album. And it doesn't surprise me at all that it blew up the way that it did. I think what I'm trying to say with this album is I feel like when I first sat down with it at the beginning, like maybe this existed in the shadow of A Whole Lotta Red, but now I don't think that anymore. I think this album already stands on its own 2 feet. It exists as its own thing. It doesn't, I mean, I could see it being inspired by Whole Lotta Red, Opium, Playboy. I mean, they're all, you know, they're all same producers, they're friends, all that shit, right? So of course the similarities are going to spill over the inspiration and stuff, but as we get through this, I like that this stands on its own, and it's not just a carbon copy of Whole Lotta Red, essentially. Okay, let's keep going. So that was Nightcore. Let's roll into Nightcore 2 and see what that does. Produced by AM. Was he here before? Lucian's there. Cliff Shane I've seen. AM, I think, was on one of these tracks. No Stylist by Destroy Lonely. Whole Lotta Red was the first Opium album. It didn't necessarily make... Yeah. Stepping Stones. Yeah. Sure. Huh. Okay. Well, here we go. Here's Nightcore 2. I'm going to let it... I think Nightcore just fades out. Yeah, it does. So we'll just let it spill into Nightcore 2. Oh. Ah.
Yeah.
Very blurry.
Yeah. The way it's smooth, the way it's smooth, the way it's smooth. The way it's smooth, the way it's smooth, the way it's smooth. The way it's smooth, the way it's smooth, the way it's smooth. The way it's smooth, the way it's smooth, the way it's smooth. I think I'm falling in love with you. Pink Gucci, Prada, anything for you. But let me see, I got yeah on my boot. Air 15 on me right now.
Trippy sound.
Yeah, I'm ready to shoot. BD, but down here been frozen. Like a wide receiver, I had your whole wide open. Yeah, all on these lines, I want her for the moment. If you ain't ready,
The amount of times that this guy has been sleeping with other people's women. Too damn high. Too damn high.
I meant to text you back, but I forgot. It's not a plane.
The production of this one, it's really kind of interesting to hear this sound where everything's like smutty, you know? Like all the sounds are just smeared pink colors with each other.
I don't know what's worse. My additions and my random thoughts about her. She asked me why my cross upside down. I told her I'm cursed.
Huh.
The way it's smooth, the way it's smooth, the way it's smooth. The way it's smooth, the way it's smooth, the way it's smooth. The way that she move, the way that she move, the way that she move. The way that she move, the way that she move, the way that she move.
Huh. What I'm gonna do is I won't let it finish. I'll pause it with a couple seconds left, unless it fades out. Neat. I'll pause right there. You know, when it opened up and he's saying the way she moves, I was like, okay, right. What's interesting is I've had songs like this before where immediately I'm not terribly interested because they're just repeating lyrics. But then when you get to the second, the end of the track, and I don't know what's worse, my addictions or my grim thoughts about her. She asked me why my cross is upside down. I told her I'm cursed. And then it drops into the way she moves, the way she moves, the way she moves, which totally changes that chorus, you know? And so sometimes it's funny. I have to practice sometimes. It just, like you guys were saying earlier, be patient. Be patient, right? Just let it play out, and which is true. Sometimes I think the reaction format presses on me a little bit just because, you know, I'm supposed to react. I'm supposed to do something. And so there is like this element in my mind of, okay, I need to start forming opinions right away. But that's not always the case. You know, sometimes you do just have to wait and let it play out. And so it's funny to me how initially I wasn't really into the chorus, but then after that bridge, the chorus is way more interesting to me because it's almost like he's, you know, I don't know what's worse, my addictions or my grim thoughts about her. And I'm not really going to try and decipher what his addictions might be. But that sentence, and then the way she moves, like it's just this perpetual distraction. Like he can't stop. He just can't stop thinking about that. And then tethering that to the idea of my addictions, my grim thoughts about her, can't figure out what's worse. It's just interesting, you know? Very interesting. Huh. Am I going to do the music video? There's just Jennifer's Body. Sure. Yeah, I'll do the video. I'll do the video for Jennifer's Body. I wasn't sure if there was one. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that last. We'll keep to the standard format. Cool song. You know, but the production is very blurry. Very blurry. I know. I was cool with that. Let's move on to 17, Rockstar Lifestyle. Produced by Snort. No, there's no N. Oh, it's Sort. Oh, I like Snort better. And Semsi, I'll let Nightcore 2 play out. Here we go, Rockstar Lifestyle. Cool transition.
Like back when niggas ain't had nothing, and all these hoes just fucking for fun and no money, and like, now this shit different. Yeah. I'm about to drop the ceiling.
I'm about to drop the ceiling.
I'm about to drop my album. I'm about to kill him. Little bitch, I say whatever I want. I ain't got no filters. If I bought her ass and titties, then I built it. Yeah, I built it.
If I bought her ass and titties, then I built it. Oh, God. Cool hit.
Rockstar Lifestyle, yeah, she don't get no fuss. I just flew, yeah, bitch, out there in India. I strung high, red, this ain't no indica. Like a wrestler, I'm about to hit this bitch with my finisher. Fatality, Mortal Kombat, yeah, I'm into her. Pull out track, quarterback, put it on the floor. I need more of that. Balenciaga, steroid boots, I can step on the whole town. If you talking down, I can get you spit right now. Ain't no bitch fucking with my bitch, and that stands down. Every time I look up, she be making TikToks to my sound.
Oh, man.
I mean, TikToks to my song. I feel like I'm Drake, bitch, I'm so far gone. I pulled up with that Drake and that boy never made it home. These niggas don't be for real, they need to leave me alone. Cause I step on shit, almost went Zell sweetie, yeah. I had dirty piss, I never switch on that bitch, this dirty stick.
Upside down cross, what's on my next, but I ain't never sell my soul. I like this. God, I realize now I like this beat. Oh shit. That fucking scared me. The little sub sound or whatever the hell it was. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that one. I mean, it's cool. Oh fuck. I fucked up. I'm so used to doing things a certain way where I pause right at the end. Now I've fucked up the transition. Hold on, let me set this up again. I wanna come out of that beat into the final track. It's weird, like this one's tough because he's saying stuff, but he's also not really saying stuff. You know? Using a lot of words but not saying anything type of thing. But I don't know how true that is either, you know, because some of these guys, they're making references to things that are real, and I just have no idea what it is. And I think even probably just the general listener probably has no idea. You know, it's a lot of internal, you know, if you know, you know type of thing. Actually knows, but the opium logo is an upside down cross. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. All right. Final track is a love song dedicated to Destroy Lonely. Okay, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if I'm being trolled or not. I'm just going to believe that. For now. Final track, off of Great Chaos. I already want to do like closing thoughts, but now let's finish this one up. We got one more. Produced by Max Flames and Lucian. I think Max Flames is the first time I'm seeing that name. Anyway, final track, we're going to roll out a Rockstar Lifestyle and drop into I Need You. Oh, kind of neat. Ah, this is kind of neat how it settles out a little bit. This one's got some sort of like element. I don't know. There's something cool about this one. It's just kind of. It's almost like this little taste of melancholy. Almost. Probably it might. Maybe it's actually just the lyrics kind of actually bleeding through. It's weird, right, to think about lyrics accidentally getting through. Right? Where there's so much of the album was spent where you can't understand a fucking word that's being said or whatever, and it's all about this kind of like trance and vibe or whatever. But on this last track, you've kind of got like a, you know, it's like a lighter tone on the production, but then every now and then you catch this, I need you, I need you, I need you. And so it gives it just a taste, a little bit of an ache, you know, just a little bit. Accidentally hearing the lyrics. I missed him being in the bed with Destroy Lonely. No, did I? Did I miss that shit? I did shut off a bit. I noticed I was it's weird. If I focus on lyrics, I get pulled out of the vibe. So I have to shift away from the lyrics and settle into the sound. But I've gotten better at being able to kind of switch back and forth. Where's the part? I missed it, if that's actually true. You know, this line caught me. I've been showing off my pain lately. I tatted up my sleeve. And then he doesn't, like oxygen without you, baby girl, I can't breathe. But then he just kind of moves on. He doesn't really talk about anything after that. Which, you know, whatever. It's not like every person's got a, yeah, bitch, I'm in this bit with Destroy Lonely. There it is. Right there. Okay. There you go. It dropped on Valentine's Day. That's funny. That's funny. The lyrics are wrong. It's actually, I'm in this bed with Destroy Lonely. Okay. Okay. Sure. We'll just go with it, chat. We'll just go with that. Power couple. All right. Huh. Huh. You know, first listen, it's always a weird experience. Well, not always, but sometimes it's tough. First listen. And like I was saying earlier, I'm glad I kind of stopped doing a hard pause between songs. I'm glad I went back and we were letting the song spill over into the next one instead of just starting from the beginning, because that makes a difference. And it feels like it shouldn't make a difference, but it really does make a difference for album flow. Especially an album where you're trying to settle into a vibe, you're putting it on for an energy. You know, took me a while to get used to the sound of this one. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the best thing ever. I personally, for me, I would not consider this to be a contender for my own album of the year, but I listen to other stuff. You know, I listen to a lot of different stuff. And so for me, this is not that. However, I also don't agree with these people calling it just pure fucking garbage. I wish I should have pulled up John Denton's tweet. Like, and I'm not trying to talk shit on John. He's a great guy. I like him. We haven't really interacted much, which is too bad. I think him and I would get along pretty well. But he fucking hates this album. It's funny. It's funny. Let's see. Irma says, for me, a whole lot of Red has a lot more songs I like, and its heights are higher. But I do like this after multiple listens. You know, I feel like it's tough because I have this urge to want to compare it to a whole lot of Red, and I don't think that's fair. And it's weird because I listen to this and then I think, yeah, it's easy to want to draw the comparisons across those two albums. But at the same time, even though they sound similar, they're different enough where I don't think you can really compare the two, honestly. I don't think it's a direct comparison. And I like that. I like that A Great Chaos stands on its own. And I like that it's separate enough from Whole Lotta Red to be its own thing, such that if you had both albums, and look at me holding the CDs like we all do these days, right? If you're going to put on one of these albums, you wouldn't be like, well, it doesn't matter. Either one is fine. No, they're different enough. You go, no. I'm in a mood for this one, right? So let's put on Whole Lotta Red. No. I'm in the mood for Great Chaos. Put on that one. They're different enough that if you were given the option to choose between the two, you would choose between the two. You wouldn't. I don't think you would say it doesn't matter. They're kind of the same to me. You know, if that makes sense. Let's see here. All right. Well, yeah, that's cool. Comparing this to Whole Lotta Red is like comparing your son to a cousin. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Me and My Kup had my favorite production. I think that's my favorite track. Me and My Kup. I like that one a lot. Hardcore was cool. I didn't really put a lot of hearts on the back half because I was kind of like resettling into the sound. You know, I started getting used to the heavy shit. And then the album on Paranoid? Was it Paranoid? Pots? I don't remember which track. Maybe it was Pots. But it took a turn. And I mentioned how it was like a breath, a spot of sunlight. And I was wondering where it was going to go from there. And it kind of turned to the lighter side. And I like the back half. But I did also have to adjust again to it. It's hard to compare anything to the album of the decade. I'm curious to put it on again. The other thing, too, is yesterday I listened to Barter 6. A lot of you know this. Barter 6 is amazing. Amazing. I really, really like that album. I already listened to it 2 more times yesterday. I haven't listened to it today yet. I want to put it on again. I want to play it for my wife so she can hear it. Barter 6 is fantastic. And so this one, it's hard to follow up Barter 6. Barter 6 is great. But this, again, is different. Yeah. Sheesh. I played that bit for my son so he could hear it. He could hear it. He liked that. The sheesh. Okay. Jennifer's Body in the headphones. Sure, we can do headphones for the final video. Here, let me get set up here. All right. So for those of you who will eventually be watching this on YouTube, this is the end of your video. Patreon's $2 a month. Link in the descriptions. Blah 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 blah.